Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful recap for Wednesday, April 9, 2025 is finally here. In today's episode, Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missinswood, quizzes Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, on what he remembers. John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, confronts Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. Plus, Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, makes a promise to Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. At the hospital, Finn sees Bill strolling through the hall. The doctor asks the publishing mogul to talk. Bill thinks Finn should be thanking him, but the doctor disagrees. Bill already got blasted by Liam, he doesn't need it from Steffi's husband too. Bill rants about Liam quitting and his lack of gratitude. Bill reasons he saved Luna, and if Finn can't recognize that, then he's just like Liam. Bill exits. In the ICU, Steffi explains to Liam what's going on with the pressure in his brain. Steffi wants to know what happened before Liam hit his head. The patient tells his ex-wife about the argument with Bill, then he quit over Luna. Liam slowly starts to remember more of what happened at Bill's house. His father ordered him out of his house, company, and life. The last thing Liam remembers before the seizure is Bill leaving. Steffi assumes Bill caused Liam's head trauma. Liam claims he was trying to protect his family. Then he asks Steffi to keep his hospitalization a secret from everyone, especially Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paris McKinley. Finn suddenly gets a call from Steffi. She tells the doctor what happened to Liam. When they hang up, Steffi tells Liam they have to tell Finn the truth. They are family. In today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila tells her granddaughter that people usually aren't happy to be related to her. The grandmother promises never to turn her back on Luna. When Luna keeps smiling, Sheila assumes she's thinking about Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. The young woman clarifies she's actually thinking more about her father. They talk about Luna's bond with Finn. Luna says her connection with Finn is undeniable and Steffi destroyed it. At Forrester Creations, Daphne gets between Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Deacon Sharp, Scene Cannon. The nose tells them this is an office, not a bar. Deacon issues threats as Daphne calls Carter moral. Deacon snaps back by calling the perfumier Fifi. Daphne insists Hope Logan, Annika Noel, is not a victim. Daphne threatens to call security. Deacon tells her to watch her back and bans Carter from the restaurant. If Carter comes near Hope ever again, he'll finish him off. The restaurant owner exits. Daphne nurses Carter's wounds. Carter admits that Hope supported him, but she got the punishment. Daphne assumes it's over with Hope. Daphne tries to lift Carter's spirits. Finally, she tells him it's over with Hope and he needs to move on. Daphne says she is Carter's future as she leans in for a kiss. Los Angeles woke up with a strange chill in the air. At the Cliff House, waves crashed harder than usual. In Forrester Creations halls, tension thickened like fog. And deep inside the hearts of the Forresters, Spencers, Logans, and one very dangerous Sheila Carter, fate stirred like a sleeping beast. What happened on Wednesday, April 9, would change everything. This wasn't just another day of fashion and flirtation. It was the day memories came flooding back, confrontations boiled over, and a promise made in blood might actually be kept. Act 2-1, Cliff House Ghosts. Liam remembers. Steffi stood at the window of the Cliff House, arms folded tight across her chest. The waves had been fierce all morning, but they matched the look in her eyes, stormy, anxious, and suspicious. Inside, Liam sat on the couch, shoulders slumped, clutching a cup of coffee he hadn't touched. The scent of the ocean wafted through the open windows, mixing with Steffi's perfume. But Liam wasn't grounded in the present. His mind was drifting through fragments. Steffi finally spoke. "You've been like this all night, Liam. What's going on?" Liam blinked. "Something's coming back to me." She sat beside him cautiously. "From the night of the gala." He nodded slowly. "Yeah, I told everyone I blacked out. But I didn't, not completely. I saw someone. Steffi's brows knit together. Who? Liam hesitated, the mug trembling slightly in his hand. It was Luna. Silence. Just the crashing waves and Steffi's sudden, sharp intake of breath. What do you mean you saw Luna? Like, saw her in your room? Yes, and I don't think she knew I was awake. He rubbed his temples. She said something like, "Oh my God, what have I done?" And she was crying. Steffi stood up, disbelief flashing in her eyes. Are you saying Luna drugged you? That she meant to be with you that night? No, Liam replied softly. I think she was drugged too. Act 2. In the shadows, Sheila's vow. Meanwhile, across town in a dimly lit apartment that smelled of musty lilies and old leather, Sheila Carter sat at a table strewn with newspaper clippings, a burner phone, and a single framed photo of Finn. Next to her, a burner phone buzzed. Did he say anything? Sheila asked the man on the other end, an informant she kept close. Liam's memories starting to come back. He mentioned Luna. Sheila clenched her jaw. Too soon. Damn it. Her eyes burned with a dangerous fire. If Liam remembers everything, the entire story comes out. And that story puts me back in the crosshairs. From the shadows, a soft voice spoke. It was Daphne, her supposed ally, her nurse-turned accomplice. You said you wanted Luna to suffer for rejecting your offer. You said you didn't care if she ended up in jail or worse. Sheila turned her gaze slowly, like a lion eyeing a traitor. I want her to suffer, but not like this. Not if it means I lose Finn again. Daphne smirked. Then maybe it's time to choose, vengeance or your son. Sheila stood, her voice trembling with intensity. I've already chosen. And I'm going to fix this. No one ruins my future, not Liam, not Luna, not Bill Spencer. No one. AKT 3. Hospital tensions, Finn vs. Bill. At University Hospital, Finn was reviewing a chart when a familiar presence stepped into the room. One that always seemed to come with an undercurrent of danger, Bill Spencer. Finn didn't look up. What do you want? I could ask you the same, Bill shot back, striding in, eyes sharp. You've been pushing for Luna's release, haven't you? Making inquiries behind the scenes, pressuring the DA. Finn sighed, finally meeting Bill's gaze. Because I believe she's innocent. Bill folded his arms. My son was drugged. My son was violated. And you think I'm going to stand by while you play hero to some girl who can't keep her pills straight? She didn't do it on purpose, Finn said firmly. We're starting to uncover evidence that points to something bigger. Bill raised an eyebrow. Let me guess, Sheila. Finn stiffened. Bill chuckled bitterly. Of course, it's always Sheila, isn't it? You're so obsessed with saving her, with proving she can change, that you're blind to the collateral damage. I'm not defending Sheila, Finn said, his voice low. Not anymore. I'm defending Luna because I've seen the signs. I know manipulation when I see it. Bill stepped closer. And I know what it feels like to have your child hurt. So here's what I promise you, Dr. Finnegan, if you're wrong, and Luna did do this to Liam, I will ruin her. And if you helped cover it up, I'll ruin you too. Their standoff lasted only a moment longer, but the room felt like it could explode from the pressure. Bill turned and left, but not without one final threat. Watch your back. ATFOUR. The wake-up call, Luna in custody. Inside the LA County Women's Detention Center, Luna sat on her cot, knees pulled to her chest. Her usually radiant face was pale, lips dry, eyes red from crying. The cell door buzzed open. A young female officer entered. You've got a visitor. Luna stood slowly, heart racing. She'd only been allowed a few visitors since her arrest, and most had left her in tears. But this time, it was a surprise. It was RJ. His eyes widened the moment he saw her. God, Luna. She rushed forward, and they embraced through the bars separating them. I'm so sorry, she whispered. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I believe you, RJ said fiercely. And I'm going to prove you were set up. Her eyes welled with tears again. But how? Everything points to me. The pills. Liam. I think someone wanted it to point to you, Archie said. Finn thinks so too. She blinked. Finn? Archie nodded. And you know what that means. If Finn's involved, Sheila's probably involved too. Act-5, Secrets and Saviors, Hope and Thomas react. At Forrester Creations, Hope sat with Thomas in her office. The news about Liam's slowly returning memory had reached her, and she didn't know how to process it. He remembered Luna, she asked, stunned. Thomas nodded. Steffi told me, she's freaking out. Hope clutched her forehead. I should have seen this coming. The moment Luna was arrested, the moment I saw that look in Sheila's eyes. This is bigger than we thought. Thomas stepped closer. Hope, this isn't your fault. I'm the one who told Luna to take a break. I knew she was overwhelmed. I felt something was wrong, and I ignored it. Thomas touched her hand. Now we fix it. She looked up. Even if it means exposing Sheila? He gave a half smile. I'm not afraid of Sheila Carter, but we need proof. Hope exhaled slowly, then whispered, then we better find it. Fast. 86. The confrontation, Sheila's last stand. That night, Finn stood outside a secluded building in Echo Park, a place Daphne had mentioned when she slipped up during questioning. He wasn't sure what he'd find, but his gut told him to follow the trail. Inside, he found exactly what he didn't want to. Sheila, sitting on a couch, clutching the framed photo of him. Finn, she whispered. He stepped in cautiously. Tell me the truth. Did you have anything to do with what happened to Luna and Liam? She looked like a wounded animal. I didn't mean for it to go that far. His stomach dropped. She was supposed to make a mistake, Sheila continued. A little scandal, a little shame. Enough to make her want protection. To come running to me. But Daphne, she went too far. Finn's voice cracked. You use drugs to manipulate a girl. You're supposed to be trying to change. Sheila stood, desperate. I am changing. But the world doesn't give second chances. I wanted Luna to suffer a little, so she'd see that I wasn't the worst thing in her life. That I could be an ally. I never meant for her to end up in jail. Finn stepped back. You're sick. No, Sheila whispered. I'm a mother who's tired of being pushed away. I was trying to protect you. You don't see what they say about you behind your back. You don't know what Bill's planning. He's going to turn Liam against you. Enough, Finn said. You're going to tell the police everything, or I will. Sheila stared at him, and then she did something unexpected. She nodded. ATCVVN. The fallout begins. The next morning, the LAPD confirmed Sheila Carter had turned herself in for questioning. She named Daphne as the one who spiked Luna's drink, but confessed she orchestrated the initial plan. Luna was released from custody. Liam stood in the hospital hallway with Finn, both men shell-shocked by how the pieces had fallen. So she did it to get close to you? Liam asked. Finn nodded. She thought if she ruined Luna's life, Luna would come to her. Need her. She twisted everything. Liam stared out the window. What does that make me? A pawn? No, Finn said. It makes you a survivor. At Forrester, Hope rushed to Luna the second she arrived, hugging her tight. Thomas stood back, smiling with relief. Archie watched quietly, a mix of love and guilt in his eyes. Everything had changed. The truth was out. But the scars would remain. And as Sheila sat in an interrogation room, whispering, I kept my promise, no one knew what the next storm would bring. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.